Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be telling you guys what my book is going to be about. So if you guys remember, I made a video. I believe I made a video. I'm pretty sure I did, but I've at least talked about it. I'm writing a book called The Story of Tala. I might just call it Tala. Don't know what Tala means. It means wolf, so it kind of gives you an idea of who the character is. I changed like everything. I have a whole new layout, and I actually wrote it, so I actually know like what it's going to be about, and I follow it because I have a really bad habit of rushing through everything. A book that should take like a story of mine that should take like 2 books, I could probably sum it up in like 3 chapters. I rush things, and I wrote it out so that I don't rush everything, because my original plan for my book, I was rushing things quite a bit. Like, it wasn't even 2 chapters and I was already almost halfway through my book. I can't do that. I have to slow down. So I'm going to do a run through of what my book is about. And things are going to change, like little details, they're going to change. Some big details might change a little, but I'm not going to like totally change my entire book again. And I'm going to warn you, there are going to be some... I'm going to ruin the book for you. If you want to be surprised what happens in the book, then I do not suggest watching this. So I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to click out of this video so that, you know... Well, now I'll warn you when you should, because it'll be about chapter 5. Describing that you should, that'll be chapter 5 is like the last one that you can hear without me totally screwing the entire book up for you, because they're kind of minor but also major chapters. So, and in total there's going to be about 26 chapters, and each of them I want them to be like a few pages, you know, like 6 pages. I want to do 15 pages if I can. I'm going to have them as many pages as I possibly can. So chapter 1, it's going to be called Akira. And that means light and good. And chapters 1 through 3 are pretty much just for setting the scene and, you know, describing things. So Akira, it's going to be about the clan that Tala belongs to and everyone that is in that clan. And Akira is the name of the clan. They are the good clan. And the clan leader is named Axon. I'm just going to tell you that much. Chapter 2, it's called Lacelia. Lacelia is the land that they live in. The country, the world, like kind of that place. You know, that's the setting of it all. And that chapter is going to be about describing how it came to be, the history of it, all the clans in it, like everything. And then chapter 3 is called Alva. That is the dark clan. That is the name of a really dark group that plays a part in this story. Chapter 4, Venturing into the Mystic Forest. This chapter is about Tala going on her adventure. She is like 20 years old. No, I think I'm gonna do 19 at this time. She's 19 years old, and she is like this very creative, imaginative, almost adult. And her clan is like, they have this really interesting view on her, like, she's interesting, like, wow, she needs to grow up, because she has this important role that she plays in the clan, and she needs to wise up, I guess. She's that kid that doesn't want to grow up. She's like Peter Pan, but a girl, and not a kid. Chapter 5, a blue light. This is about Tala chasing a blue light that ends up being a big part in the story. It's huge. This is a huge part. Tala will chase a strange blue light. And I was going to describe like everything that happens. And she chases it into a cave. And then it's going to follow her going to sleep in the cave and her mama and papa saying goodbye. And like, it's really sad. This is going to be a very emotional chapter. Like, I'm serious, it is going to be very emotional towards the end of it. Chapter 6. Girls. Really? Awakening. Tala is going to awaken to her new self, and it's going to follow her as she is confused and doesn't know what is going on, and she's scared. She goes home to find some shocking things. She is terrified. She's, you know, it's going to follow her through that, and she's going to return back to the cave really upset because she's looking at the world and it's completely different, and she doesn't know what happened and how long she was gone. You know, she's confused. It's like she was in a coma. Chapter 7. Timothy. Tala's going to meet a strange wizard named Timothy. And, you know, she looks at him like, who are you? Why are you here? And it turns out that Timothy was watching her because her parents trusted him to watch her as she slept and keep her safe. So he was out, you know, getting berries and stuff, getting food. He's like, she's not waking up anytime soon. I'm gonna go get some lunch. Comes back, she's awake, and she's completely confused because she has no idea who the hell this guy is. And who can blame her? I'd be really confused, like, who are you? And he, you know, she's like, what? So that's kind of a shock. That is also the chapter that we are going to learn about Timothy and what he looks like. It's going to describe him and, you know, who he is. We don't learn completely about him. He's still going to be kind of a secretive character. We don't know exactly what his past is. We don't know exactly who he is. And we don't learn that until, I'm going to say, chapter 10, what his past was. So then there's chapter 8, the end of light. This is when Tala is going to learn about the end of light in Lycelia and what happened after she went to sleep. If you guys remember in what I read before, in the prophecy that was told, there was going to be somebody who was going to be changed, and Lycelia was going to be in the brink of end. Like, it's the end of light, the end of good, and darkness is going to take over. And this is when there's going to be, like, all the bad groups kind of taking over everything, taking this into their own hands, and changing things. Chapter 9, Avorim or Amora. I can't decide which one. My original name was Amora. This is the name of the blue light. Like, this is where she's going to learn the truth about the blue light, what it is, what it did to her, everything. Chapter 10, Trust. Timothy is going to ask Tala to trust him, to let him help her, because he's the only one who can control her, because he's a wizard, he's magical. He can keep her from going crazy and losing control and killing everything. This is where we're also going to learn his past and more about him. Chapter 11, Celestia Maria Mori. That is a name. They will learn about a witch who can save Tala, who can bring her back to normal. And yeah, this is when they're going to learn about it. Chapter 13, Abandon. They are going to stumble upon a town that looks like a ghost town. Like, there's nobody there. Turns out there's a magical barrier around it that makes it look like it is abandoned. And so any passersby, yeah, that they can walk through the town and they'll just go right through the people, and it's gonna look like there is nothing there in the town. Then the wizard, you know, Timothy, he's gonna be like, there's a magical presence here. So he undoes the barrier, and he's like, I knew it. Then chapter 14, Forgotten History. They are going to learn about the forgotten history of this forgotten town. This town is called Sintira. They are going to learn about the history of it and why these natives are hiding and why they've hidden their secrets, you know. Chapter 15, wow. Realized the natives are going to learn the truth about Tala. Because of this, they have to run. So she gets realized after she almost loses control, because Timothy was out looking for more information on the witch, see if anybody knew about it, and she was going out because she wanted to find some clothing that would cover her and keep her eyes hidden and her fur, because, you know, when they see their fur, they automatically think of the Alva, and she wants to stay hidden. And then she almost loses it, and he comes just in the nick of time, but it's already too late. Chapter 16, Run. They have to run away, and Timothy, okay, this is where if you don't want to learn anything more, you have to go, okay? Giving you 5 seconds to leave if you don't want me to totally mess up the ending for you, okay? Okay, if you haven't already clicked out of this video, then I'm going to be telling you what happens. So, chapter 16, Run. They have to run away because they try to kill her. Timothy sacrifices himself to save Tala. And, you know, she doesn't know that he sacrificed himself, except he said that he will hold them back and so that she can run and escape, because he wants nothing but to protect her, because he promised her parents. So she goes back after a little while and comes and looks, and he's dead. Chapter 17, Alone. Tala finds herself alone after the demise of Timothy, and she starts kind of going crazy, and she doesn't know what to do, and she's just... Chapter 18, Revenge. Tala seeks revenge for Timothy's death, and she goes after the natives, and she slaughters, like, a lot of them. And then she notices a very familiar scent. Chapter 20. Tala? Oh yeah. Wow, not 20. Chapter 19. Return. Timothy returns and saves Tala and explains how he survived. Basically, what happened was he cast a spell on himself to make him seem like he was dead so that the natives would leave him alone, and it ended up staying on him for a little too long. That's why Tala thought that he was dead, because he looked lifeless. And so, you know, this was like, Tala like, what the heck? Really? Are you kidding me? You were alive? I was going crazy. I killed all these people, you know. Chapter 20, Control. Tala will seek Timothy's help once more, and it's because it becomes harder to control everything, the darkness that's taking over, because it's becoming way harder for her to control it, because as it stays longer, it takes over more and more, and sooner or later it completely takes over, and that's why a lot of people have died from it, because it takes over them and people just die. Chapter 21, Secrets. There are some hidden feelings between the two friends. Things are getting a little heated. Chapter 22, Hope. There is a hope when they learn of a sighting of Celeste, aka Celestia Mori, yeah, something like that. You know that name. The witch. Chapter 23, Truth. They finally confess their love for each other, and some events happen in the night, and a very romantic thing happens. Chapter 24, The Witch Celeste. They finally find the witch. They finally find the witch in a little cottage hidden in the forest. And there are some things about this witch that I freaking hate. Chapter 25, Exchange. In order to be cured, Tala has to exchange something to be cured, because this witch is like, you gotta give me something to get something. And she tells the witch, she's like, I will give anything to be cured, you know, because she doesn't want to die, and she wants to be with her love. The witch takes one thing from her that she'll never be able to get back. She's like, anything? And Tala's like, yes. And the witch takes one of 3 of her children. Tala and Timothy did not know that they had conceived. So the witch is like, fine, then I will take one of your children. And they're both like, what? And so she takes the child, and she's like, don't worry, you still have 2 left. And no, total bitch move, sorry. Total. Then chapter 26. Tala regrets the loss of her child, but Timothy and Tala are still in shock to learn that they have conceived. You know, they are still like in shock, and they're like, and it's unheard of for a wolf to have twins, let alone triplets, because she was going to have triplets, but now she's having twins. It is unheard of. And that is the end of that book. So yes, I will be doing 2 books. And the next book, I'm not going to tell you anything about at all. I mean, it's going to be about her children, but that's it. I'm not telling you anything else. So yeah, sorry if I totally like ruined that book for you, but that's what it is. The story of Tala. So when it comes out, like if I publish it, look for it and read it. And so thank you guys for watching. And I got the shirt today, taking each day 1 dislocation at a time. And I got a bracelet. It's really pretty. Comes in a really cute box. It says Jesus right here in infinity with the word love, and then a cross, a dangly cross, and it's a bracelet. This is the little box it comes in. It's really cute. I like it. Then I got this shirt. Zebra Warrior. And on the shield it has a pretty ribbon. So yeah, that's what I got today. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you got any questions, then ask me. You guys will see me in my next video. Pieces and ounces. Love you guys. Bye.